So as I said before, we are going to take a look of my old notes of notes 1, which is the primary notes I took during the class. All right, so these were really the notes I took in the class. You can see that's 2016, February 19th. That's the 18th of the lecture. I just randomly go to a page, okay? My way of taking my notes, by the way, this is from Dr. Nasiri, which I think her class is being organized in a logical way. You can see she will emphasize, okay, starting from now on, I'm going to talk about reaction, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the blah, blah, blah is the name of the reaction, like this one is electrophilic aromatic substitution. And she will write the words mechanism. I don't. I differentiate my mechanism from my reaction with a different color. So throughout my notes, let me see. Yeah, throughout my notes, I only use this blue color for mechanism, and then I figure out I should probably count how many we have after a few days that I was taking this class. So you can see I did not realize I should learn organic in this way until like a 2 or 3rd of my organic class in 118B. And it was from this time I started to, okay, I'll consistently use color blue for my mechanism, and started to make flashcard out of that. So if you don't have time in the class to write, you can just write like this. Just go ahead to write. I believe that's fine. You don't have to use it at fancy notes, and that starts to transfer flashcards. That's what you do after, okay, at your home. So let's say if you have made your notes in the class, just straightforwardly write down exactly what she or the instructor put on the board. The next step would be make mechanism flashcard. So this is 118B. I said there are 45 reactions with mechanism, right? So this is reaction with mechanism. Mechanism list, reaction with mechanism. Where is this 45 come from? Okay, that's how I counted during the class, and that's all the name of the 45 mechanisms. And they were being transferred from the notes into flashcard like this. So let's find this one. Okay, this is number 31, 30 and 31. Okay, let's go find this. 30 and 31. So yeah, I think it's close enough. Yeah, 30. Okay, this is 30. See, I literally just rewrite this one on my flashcard. And this is 31. All right, okay, it's here. So I just transfer everything on the flashcard. All right. There are more of them. I probably should show this way. Okay, yeah, that's just it. Okay. We're good with mechanism. All right, that's mechanism. All right, the next thing is building to reaction map. Unfortunately, I don't have one with me now. I have an old picture from one of my students. Kind of like I don't want to put an example here, as all of the students I tutored or I taught before have different reaction map. I don't want my reaction map to limit your imagination on how you want to put them. But I think it's going to be quite straightforward, as if you have reactant conditions products on your flashcard already, it's not going to be really hard if you want just to put them in a map. You just like, okay, you pile all of them out on your table and start to build your map. So hopefully it's going to make your study a little bit more fun. It's definitely a lot more work, but that's the real learning process, which I think it's super helpful for me. All right. So now we'll go to mechanism list. Okay, so mechanism, it's still this mechanism, same word, mechanism, okay? I just know mechanism is super important in the learning of organic chemistry. Let's still find that's 2, that's 31 and 30, okay? Since we just randomly just to pull out of 2 of them. That's 31 and then 30. Oh, okay, that's the 30, yeah. That's the 30, that's the Friedel-Crafts reaction, the mechanism, okay? So this reaction, this mechanism list is simply just, I just print some blank paper with only mechanism on top of that and start to rewrite everything without checking my notes. So this one doesn't need to be color-coded because in your exam, nobody asks you to be color-coded. I just want to check if I have all of them or if I can write all of them just top of my head directly, okay? By the way, an estimate time on my making a mechanism list will be like an hour, which means that's the time for my 118B. It takes like an hour to write all of the mechanisms. So that's the, let's say, that's closed book exam by the time I took it. Hopefully you don't have to memorize all the details, you can still bring something, but this is very helpful for familiarize me with which reaction is happening, okay? So that's the mechanism list. Okay. All right, and then the last step would be your notes. I use line and blank 1:1 ratio. All right, so let's come to the reorganized notes. So just like your textbook, I still make an outline, just like a table of contents of which chapter of notes I'm just writing. I think, okay, so far you can see there isn't that much reaction yet, but later you will see that's whole page. Okay, here, see this side. That's whole page of, you have some comments, like the name of the reaction. You have comments on, okay, are we comparing this reaction to something else or whatever? But you only have reaction mechanism on the blank side. I personally feel like it's annoying if my structure is being distracted by the line. I just don't want to see that happen. But I still need some lines so I can rest my comments. So this is really neat. Yeah, the same goes to others. I kind of like use the side line as a comments line. Yeah, you can see I use my own language, which that's just for my own benefits. I think it is easier, I can understand that way. You can just draw something or, yeah, so that's pretty much my notes, how my notes look like. By the way, I do like to use color-coded for the bond that's being transferred. But you can see so far, you basically only see color blue, which is all my mechanism is being read with red, yellow, and green, which is for the title. I think that should be enough. Like a 4 color is way more than enough. I did not use any more other colors, but I might use more in my teaching because that way it's easier. See, the orbitals, I don't see how that's going to work if you have the whole line, which I don't like. I just want, if I draw a structure like this, I want this page to be completely empty. That's just me. All right. I guess that should be good enough just to show what you can do. There's something else I didn't show in the survival kits, which is, okay. Yeah, which is this one. I did not show this in the class because I think that can be too much work. So this is for the students if you are, let's say, if you are taking 118B, 118A this quarter, but you are not taking 118B right away next quarter. But the whole 118 series basically is one class, so you should expect, the instructor is expecting you to know everything of 118A before you're attending 118B. So I recommend you just rewrite your notes, like somehow. I did this just before my 118C, just to see if I still remember my 118 or refresh my memory on those. So this is the third time I rewrite the notes, so I'm better prepared for my 118C. So you can see if you do have notes line, your structure is going to be incorrect, but it's still quite okay. I mean, it's still neat and you can still see your stuff. I just don't like this way that much. Yeah, so that's some of, it's still the same 118B notes. Honestly speaking, okay, that's chapter 14. I don't want my orbitals to be incorrect, so I write like this. On my old notes, which I like better. Wait, what's it? Oh yeah, here I just use a blank page. So this is exactly here. Well, maybe you like this way better. But I still kind of like use the sideline as a comment, so I can write the comments. Yeah. I don't know what that is. I think that's not chemistry. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I guess that should be some examples of my old 118 notes. Hopefully it's helpful. So that's the 118 survival kit.